The arms, one of the muscle groups that everyone wants to get big, and also one of the muscle groups that I struggle the most to put size on. Genuinely, I tried everything. From different workout programs, different exercises, different rep ranges, everything. And regardless of all of this, they still used to be one of my most lacking muscle groups. But now I'm really happy to say that they're one of my best. So I want to be fully honest with you guys. I don't know exactly how big my arms were back here, but I mean, if I had to guess, I would put it around like 10 inches or something like that. So I want to say that my arms have gone from probably 10, 11 inches to 15 or 16 inches, but it really didn't start like that. So I want to share with you guys what I did wrong to train my arms at the beginning and what I do now that works really well for me. So one thing I want to say before this video continues is that when I make these types of videos, I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea. I'm not trying to say that I'm the biggest guy in the room. I'm not trying to say that I'm big at all, really. What I'm trying to do is, maybe from your perspective, somebody who is not a genetic freak, somebody who's actually pretty under average when it comes to genetics. I'm just going off of what worked the best for me, and maybe that could work for you as well. I just wanted to put that out there so you guys don't get the wrong idea of what it is that I'm trying to do here. So yeah, let's get on with the video. Firstly, what did I do wrong? Why were my arms not growing even though I was training them so hard? So just what was I doing for so long that just wasn't progressing my arms? I believe there's a lot of factors that played into this. However, I think the most detrimental one was that I would dedicate an entire day once a week to just training arms. This would mean that every week, for at least one day, I would have a full session of doing nothing but biceps and triceps, aka an arm day. Well, now your reaction might be, surely that's a good thing. You know, that's adding lots of volume to my arms. Surely that can't be a bad thing. The reason why it was bad for me is because you can only train your arms so much. This is just because of the fact that the arms aren't that big of a muscle group. Not only was the arm workout that I was doing wasting time that I could be using to train something else, it was also affecting my workouts for the next training sessions. So let's say the arm training session ended up on a Wednesday. If the next Thursday I would have any sort of push or pull workout, my arms would already be fatigued. And I did notice that this negatively impacted my other lifts like my bench or my pull-up strength. So really, no good came from it. So to summarize, I believe that smashing one big arm workout once a week was the best way to go about growing my arms, but in reality, it wasn't. And it resulted in my arms not really growing. Well, what did I do to change this? So I started off by scrapping the big arm day workout I would do once a week and replaced it by multiple small arm workouts that I would do at the end of my training sessions. To be precise, I did a pull-push leg split, and at the end of each of these sessions, I would do 2 different exercises for my arms. And trust me, this change from one big arm session a week to 2 or more smaller arm sessions per week increased my arm size more than ever before in no time. But what actual exercises did I see the most growth with? There were 2 main isolation movements that I did for my arms. Firstly, for biceps. Barbell bicep curls with an Olympic bar. Now, not only did I feel the tearing of my biceps a lot better with this exercise than any other, it's also conveniently easy to track your progress using barbell bicep curl. A key element that a lot of people forget when it comes to growing your arms is progressive overload, aka adding more weight or increasing the intensity of each arm session that you do over a long period of time. It's also very easy to see how you're progressing with a barbell bicep curl. My aim with what I was doing was to be able to hit a 3x8 with very minimal form breakdown. So I started off with just the bar or whatever I could, which was 45 pounds. From then on, whenever I could hit that 3x8 comfortably, I would go up by 5 pounds. And then when I could hit that by 3x8, I would go up another 5 pounds, and so on and so forth. So I was progressively overloading the lift, and over time my bicep curl got stronger and stronger, and my arms got bigger and bigger. Increasing your curl strength is a very slow process, but I really believe that going through that training style really increased the size of my arms compared to how it was before. Now, the triceps is 2/3 of the arms, and while I used to train the biceps and triceps the same amount, now I add a bit more work to the triceps due to them being a bigger muscle group than the biceps. The close grip bench. Without a doubt, the lift that I saw the most progress with growing my triceps when I started doing so. Oh yeah, and it also increased my bench a lot as well. Now, just like the biceps, with the close grip bench, I was trying to increase my way up the lift over time. So this would involve me doing close grip bench for 3 sets of 8. And if I managed to do that with a certain weight I was at, I would increase the weight altogether by 5 pounds. And so on and so forth, trying to just increase the weight as much as possible. Now after the bicep curls and the close grip bench, I would usually do a couple set of tricep extensions because I really feel the burn with these and I think they did help a lot. So these are the 2 lifts that work the best for me. Of course, isolation work also helped out, but I think that the key and what really blew my arms up is pushing like a little bit extra weight onto every training session or every 2 training sessions. So that's why I think the bench, the pull-up, the deadlift, the big compound moves, I think that's where the secret is at. You know, the secret. The common theme that I've been trying to say for this entire video is essentially progressive overload, meaning pushing whatever weight that you think you're capable of doing by just a tiny little bit. You know, it can be 2.5 pounds, the smallest difference, but over the weeks, that small difference starts building up. So I think as long as you push yourself a little harder every week, every 2 weeks, regardless of the lift that you do, that's where the growth comes in. So maybe the lifts that I talked about in this video aren't the greatest for you. Maybe you enjoy more, you feel better with other lifts, and that's perfectly fine. As long as you do something that feels good, works for you, and that you can push yourself and improve at that one lift a little more every week, I think that's where the growth comes in. So I don't think that my arms are like any big by like any sort of actual measure. I'm still trying to get them a lot bigger. I'm still really young. I'm still experimenting with new rep ranges, new moves, new everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you can, leave a like. That'd be really appreciated. Yeah, that's it. Peace out.